This is the book we're going to study for the next 4 months. You know what book is that? Have you heard about that book?
Chronicles.
Chronicles. Do you know this book in the Bible called Chronicles? You know? You don't know before, you know? That's okay. Alright? So, today is more like a Sunday school because I'm going to start an introduction. Alright? So now today is not really, it's more like a Sunday school time we together. Okay? So we can have an introduction and we can get ready for next week. Alright? Let me ask you, which book is most difficult for you to read in the Bible?
Numbers.
Kings. Numbers. Genesis. Okay, what else? What else? What are the book you usually? Revelation. But we did that, right? What else? Which book they feel is very difficult for you?
Malachi.
Huh? Nobody say.
Wait, what's that last book of the Old Testament?
Malachi.
I don't know.
Nobody say Leviticus. Leviticus. Huh? No, actually Leviticus is even more difficult. You see all this sacrifice. If you look at the, I really encourage you, you have a Bible? If the Bible, just look at the contents, okay? Then you know what are the books. Alright? So, normally, there are the two books that people stuck. Oftentimes, we say, oh, the new year, we're going to start reading the Bible, right? It started with Genesis. Oh, great, all the story. What's the next book? Exodus. Wow, great, Moses, river, Red Sea, oh, let my people go, right? After Exodus, what? Leviticus. That's why it's stuck. Why? Because whole entire book just talk about how do you do sacrifice, how do you prepare this sacrifice. You get lost. There's no story at all. That's the place you stuck. The second place actually will be 1st and 2nd Chronicles. Why? Because it's repeat a lot of 1st, 2nd Samuel and 1st, 2nd Kings. Also, the first 9 chapters of Chronicle is genealogy. Right? Which you're going to read this week, okay? 9 chapters of genealogy. Right? But after that, you'll be fine, okay? But you got to pass the hill, right? Too many people, they feel that difficult, so they stop. But you know me, I always want to find some challenge. That's why we study Romans, we study Revelation, right? So I feel that's about the time we look at the Old Testament. So this is the very last verse of the Chronicles. Right? Let's just read it and I will talk about it a little bit more later. Okay, let's read it together. Right? Thus says Cyrus, king of Persia, the Lord, the God of heaven, has given me all the kingdoms of the earth, and he has charged me to build him a house at Jerusalem, which is in Judah. Whoever is among you of all his people, may the Lord his God be with him. Let him go up. Okay, just keep in mind, this is the last verse. Right? Who like history? Only few? Nobody like history? Actually, I like history, especially church history. I mean, in general, I think especially recently is 70 years, what?
World War II.
The end of World War II, right? I just look into some documentary about the D-Day. Oh, it's so amazing how people how they fight on this. I love history. So today, this term we're going to look at the history. We just look at the title, Chronicles, right? The title is called 1st and 2nd Chronicles. What does that mean? In Hebrew, that means event of the times. Okay, Chronicles, right? You today what happened, tomorrow what happened, this day what happened. But the problem coming is in Greek, but I'll talk about more on that. So the things omitted, and that's coming into the problem. Because this is 1st, 2nd Samuel, 1st, 2nd King, and then come after the 1st, 2nd Chronicle. This idea that people think this book is secondary. But actually it's not. I will tell you more. And another translation of the Latin. So the Chronicles of the entire sacred history. In the English title together is called Chronicles. Let's we start from there, right? So Chronicle is a very, very special book. I'm going to look at some history. Bear with me, alright? But if you get this big picture, it will help you, alright? And I think you can count it just as a history lesson, alright? This is a chart of the Old Testament, right? And someday, Old Testament Genesis start with creation, right? And this particular look at Israel. There are few persons need to know. 2000 BC is time for Abraham. Okay, 2000 BC is time for Abraham. Abraham is kind of still the beginning, the head of Israel, right? So Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, Joseph, you know the story of Genesis. And then 1500 BC roughly is Moses. Okay? The other key person, Abraham, Moses. Right? Moses is who? He led the Israel out of Egypt, right? And then they go into Egypt. They're out of Egypt, and then Moses couldn't get into the promised land. Who got in? Joshua. Okay, so Joshua who got in. After they got into the promised land, time with the judges. Means the judges who rule the nation. There's no king. The end of Judges, they started with the kingdom. Okay, and I'm going to look into that. This is the period of time Chronicles talk about. Okay, who's the first king? Saul. Okay, first king is Saul. What's the next one? David. Okay, so that's called United Kingdom. Saul, David, and next one is what? Solomon. Okay, so that's United Kingdom. Means only one Israel. Okay, after Solomon, what happened? The kingdom split, right? The north, Israel has 12 tribes, right? There are 12 tribes. 10 tribes form Israel. That's called North Kingdom, called Israel. Then the 2 tribes form the south, called Judah, right? So that's called divided kingdom. That time, there's two countries exist. North, Israel, 10 tribes. South, Judah, 2 tribes. Right? North Kingdom, no good king. Okay? So they got destroyed by Assyria in 722 BC. Gone first. And after that, they call surviving kingdom. This is follow the south is follow King David. You know, King David is a very important figure. Okay? So the south, King David's line. Right? So they survive a bit longer. There are some good kings, some bad kings. And then 586, boom, they are gone by Babylon. So they also gone. So that's brings 200 and 586. After that, they all got catch, sent it to Babylon. They call exile, captivity, okay, for 70 years. And then a time called restoration. The king Solomon, we just read, that they come back to rebuild the temple. You follow me? You just give me the snapshot, and then the Old Testament ended about 400 BC until Jesus come. So this is about 400 years silent until Jesus come. Okay? So you got a big picture? It's not too complicated, right? Consider this is 6,000 years, and compare with Chinese history. Oh, who can recite all the dynasty? So, you see, this is not too bad, right? We Chinese, we can handle this, right? So you just think about creation, right? And then 2000 BC, who came out? Who 2000 BC? Abraham, right? Abraham started forming the Israel, right? He has his son Isaac, and then Jacob has 12 sons, become the 12 tribes, and then they all moved to Egypt. And then 1500 BC, who came out? Moses went out to went out from Egypt to the Promised Land. And King David is about 1,000. Okay, so this 500. King David is about 1,000. So Abraham 2,000, Moses 1,500, David 1,000. Okay, so that's called monarchy. Okay, so first king is what? First king is Saul, then David, then Solomon. This is a united kingdom, right? After Solomon become what? North is what? South is Judah. Okay, then who got destroyed first? Israel, and then Judah. After that, we call them captivity, about 70 years, and then restoration. Okay, you got the picture? All right, and just think about it. So amazingly, 586 BC, Israel as a country, as a kingdom, no more. But when it started again?
1940.
Yeah, after World War II, right? Yeah. Israel become a country again. That's now any country like this. Just think about how amazing that's Israel. Can you see any country they destroy for many years and then come back again? No, only Israel. Okay, so this is the background. We will focus on this, and First Chronicle is around here. Okay, First, Second Chronicle talk about the kingdom, right? But we got enough, so we're going to focus on the king, during the morning, right? But before that, it's very interesting. I'm going to just come out, alright? Come out with another topic. So again, today is like Sunday school, right? Okay, I'll show you. How many books of Old Testament? How many books of New Testament? Very easy. 3 times 1 equal. That's how you memorize, right? Totally, how many books in the Bible? 6. Oh, easy, right? 3 times 1 is 27. Okay, something like that. Okay. And that's how we divide it. Alright, first 5 books, history, and then the wisdom book, and then the prophet. Okay? That's our English Bible. Alright? Why I'm going to talk about this history? Because I want to, hopefully next year, I want to prepare us to study prophets. We need to go deeper. Usually we just always look at New Testament, right? If you know Old Testament better, it's going to help you know New Testament, right? And if we don't know the history, when you look at the Bible, all these prophets, it just get lost, right? Just look at this name. Who can? This called 5 major prophets. It's easier. Isaiah, Jeremiah, Ezekiel, Daniel. Okay, can someone read this name for me? Hosea, Joel, Amos, Obadiah, Jonah, Micah, Nahum. Alright, what's this? Habakkuk, Zephaniah, Haggai. Not Haggai. And Zechariah, Malachi. You see? Okay, this is all part of the Bible. Very important, right? So I think for Christians for a long time, how you never touch that. Some people say, hey, have you read Nahum? So what's Nahum? Right? So we need to know this, right? So we're going to start it from this part, and then hopefully we can get to know the prophets, because you're going to have this background. But interesting thing, for our English Bible, what is the last book? Malachi. Okay? What's the Old Testament language originally? Old Testament. Hebrew.
Arabic.
And do you know the Jewish Hebrew Bible is different sequence. The Hebrew Bible, this is Hebrew Bible sequence. Alright? They're divided by writing, the law, Torah, prophets, and writing. Right? Actually, if you know this very well, the New Testament talk about this. law and the prophets, that means the entire Old Testament. And what is the last book of the Hebrew Bible?
Chronicles.
Chronicles. Wow, very, very interesting. Chronicles is the last book of the Hebrew Bible. Sometimes you want to pay attention to what's the end, right? So it's different than 1 King, 2 King, and 1st, 2nd Samuel. And also pay attention. In the Hebrew Bible, there's no 1st, 2nd. Right? This is called Samuel, Kings, Chronicles. Original, they only one volume. But because later on, when they get translated, then become too long. And that's why they divided. Why did they divide it? You know what's an old book? Is it before the Bible is like this? No, that's what? School. So if it's too long, you cannot carry it. So they kind of divide it. Okay, this is first, this is second, right? So Chronicles is different than 1st and 2nd King and Samuel because it's the last book. And as we started look at this more, you're going to see this very significant for last book. But if you allow me, okay, we still don't have this type of time. I'm going to just give you some more knowledge about Bible translation, different version. We hope you understand something more. So we know Old Testament is what? Hebrew. New Testament is Greek. Then what's our Bible?
English.
What happened? You gotta translate, right? Otherwise, how can you have the English Bible? Now, how do you translate the Bible? How? How do you translate? Huh? People translate. Someone needs to know those latest, right? So, this is just the very first verse, Genesis 1:1, okay? Okay, so this is Hebrew.
Whoa.
I tried to place it, but this is bara. Okay, creation is bara. Elohim. Okay, the Hebrew God is called Elohim. If you know Chinese, right? You heard about this. So this is Elohim. Okay, so this is Hebrew, and this is Greek. Greek I can do better. N-R-T Apolisen Theark. This is God, Theark. Okay, you can kind of tell how to spell, right? Theark. Then which way you like? And that's English, right? In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. And then Chinese. Is it interesting? Chinese is much better, right? So short, right? Which one you think is more smart, right? The heaven and the earth. Chinese Cheng. Wow, so easy, right? Is that interesting? I found out that the translations, huh?
Heaven is temple.
Oh, okay. That's a different idea. Okay, that's a very, very good point. In the Bible, heaven, we think about heaven is 天堂 like heaven. But in Jewish concept, there's 3 layers of heaven. I talked about this before. In Jewish concept, there's 3 layers called heaven. The first one is span, the second one is universe. The third heaven is we call heaven. Okay? And that's so here when we talk about heaven and earth, it's talk about God created the universe. Right? So you see that the language is very, very interesting. And Hebrew is just like Chinese originally, it's from right to left. Right? Okay. So just allow me to kind of to show you something very interesting. When you translate, there's 2 ways to translate. You want to translate by meaning or translate by word, right? How about, I know the Amelia Padilla, this is, you know the book, you know the book, right? I love it, right? Okay, when you're driving, okay, when you're driving, take the right fork. How do you translate? You take the real right fork or what? You turn right. Okay? So you see that? You got it?
Yeah.
Okay? Don't step on my toe. What does it mean? Does it mean you really step on my toe or don't get into my business? Right? You see? There's some expression is by words means so. Look at this. This Proverbs 22:9. Whoever has bountiful eye in Hebrew is called good eye, okay? Will be blessed, for he shared his bread with poor. Wow, this is a word by word. What does it mean? Whoever has good eye. You understand? Whoever has good eye. Why? Why has good eye is share the poor. That's ESV. We are using ESV, okay, by the way. English Standard Version, ESV. So I just want to show you. This is NIV. Same verse. Okay, same. The generous will live in rest. Ah! Why? The same Bible. Why say two different things?
ESV is word for word. NIV is talking.
Yeah, both are correct. Okay, so you need to decide which one when you translate, right? Sometimes when we have a combined service, me and Stanley will do the translation. You need to decide what you're going to translate, right? So you're going to work by word or by meaning. NIV, they try to do it by meaning, so they interpret for you. The good eyes means generous. That's the Hebrew concept. The Chinese, we all have our own they call idiom, right? The Hebrew people, when they say you have a good eye, when you see someone, you have a compassion and you're going to give, that means you have a good eye. So that's the meaning. And the Chinese, we call Philippines, what? Interesting, right? If you read Chinese, you also feel puzzled. What does that mean? Why? And they say that, and then the new Chinese, the new one is opposite now. The 心存良善的, you see? They try to give you a better understanding. If you know Chinese, alright? So, I encourage you that you can read more different versions of the Bible. Actually, will enrich your understanding of the Bible. Okay, you can just say, "Oh, this is the only right is original language, Hebrew or Greek." But when you translate to different language, you have to interpret, right? So opposite is the stingy man. Actually, it means that you have evil eyes. Okay, so that's good eye. You're generous. You have evil eye. You're stingy. Okay, so what type of eyes do you have, right? All right, now give you a big picture. Are you tired of this?
No.
Huh? Sorry, I just today Old Testament, New Testament, right? The first Bible translated to Greek called Septuagint. Maybe you never heard about this, but pay attention to say Septuagint is a very important book. Alright? That's the Greek Old Testament. And then the Vulgate, okay, that's the Latin. Right? So today here we are ESV here. Okay, and this Chinese here. Alright? So this is just give you some picture. I want to talk about this Septuagint. Originally Hebrew, right? And then before this, around this time, they translate to Greek. This Bible is very, very important. Why? Because about 70 people they translate. They call actually 72. So that's why they call Septuagint, LXX. Okay, the 70, right? Why this is so important? Because when during Jesus' time, what written language they used? Greek. So actually, most the disciples that read this Bible, just like you, just like us, we are Chinese. We come here, you forget about Chinese, so you can only read English, right? They're supposed to read Hebrew, but now they don't know Hebrew. They read Greek. So the Septuagint's term influenced a lot, like what we call the Genesis, Exodus. This all from Septuagint, right? And it was the Bible for the early church. Okay, so just know you have this idea, Septuagint. Okay, that's influenced a lot to us. Just like how they divided the Bible, like how they group is all from Septuagint. Okay. Go online, you can see it. Septuagint, you can read it. All right. And the next one is Vulgate. This person, he translates to Latin. Why did you translate to Latin? What? Why? Rome, right? Do we still speak Latin now? You're taking Latin. Wow. Can you say something now? Huh?
I don't know how to say hi.
How do you say hi?
Subway.
Subway? Wow. Anyone still speak Latin now? Then why did you learn Latin? Yeah, it's the root of so many languages, right? So especially for the English. So Latin is very important. Back then, the law, you study law, you need to study Latin, right? So Latin is this Vulgate is the original Hebrew is translated from Hebrew by Jerome. Okay, Jerome. This is very important because this Vulgate is the dominated West country for 1,000 years. It's a Catholic official Bible. Catholic official Bible is Vulgate. Okay, so you can see the significance of Vulgate. Okay, let's talk about that. Right. Okay, next. Who invented this printing press? No, it's around this time. Gutenberg, yes. Okay. Actually, we Chinese do it, but it's like mechanicals. Okay, Gutenberg. In 1440, he invented this printing machine. Okay? This is very important. And do you know when he first had this machine, first book, what he print?
The Bible.
Huh?
The Bible.
The Bible, you're right. But which Bible? No. King James is about 16 something. 1440.
Genova.
Before that.
We just talked about the Bible.
The essay.
What is that? Latin Bible, we call what? Vulgate, yes. Okay. Isn't it amazing? The first Bible, first book was printed. It's called Gutenberg Bible, but actually it's Vulgate. He printed about 200 copies, and it is so beautiful, right? And you still can see it today at the New York Public Library.
Wow.
Right, next time go to check it out. Gutenberg Bible. It's very first book printed, and it's Vulgate. So next time you go with a friend and say, "Ha! I know that. That's the Gutenberg Bible. It's called what? It's Vulgate. It's Latin. It's translated by Jerome." The people, wow. Okay. Especially bring some of your girlfriend. No, but bring your. Bring your girlfriend, right? So that I just want to show you how rich we are on this, and we just play video games, do all this, and we miss all this rich. Okay, so well, next time but we go there. In 2017, they're going to have a Bible museum in where? Washington D.C. Yeah, let's book it. Okay, let's all go together. All right, field trip.
Yes.
All right, 2017. All right. What we go right ahead?
Is it free?
It's time. All right. Okay. So how you get into the Bible now? Translation, different thing, all right? I just love this, okay? All right, so that's back to Chronicles, all right? Okay, so you know a lot of this Vulgate, Septuagint play some role on this, right? So just let's give you the background. So Chronicle, the author traditionally called Ezra. Probably don't know who's Ezra, okay? But we just call it the Chronicle. We did not, because the book itself didn't say who wrote it. Okay, so we know it's a historian, it's a person, and it's talking about this. I want to emphasize: it's post-exilic period. You need to know this in order to understand the entire background. I need to come back to this because that's why it's the last book. Okay, that's why it's the last book. Because look at the history chart. Alright. Although Chronicles is talked about around this time, but is when the author write a book is around here. Okay? So that's the time they was able to went back to Jerusalem. Right? And to look back what happened before. That's this background you need to understand. It's very important. It's not written during this kingdom time. Okay? It is written around the restoration. The people already can go back to rebuild the temple. But not many people want to go back. So those people who went back, they feel discouraged. They work very hard to try to rebuild the temple. And they feel have no hope. So this author, write Chronicles, has special emphasis on certain part of history. And he wants to encourage them to rebuild the temple and restore the worship. That's what I put it on this. Oh, I still go back. Okay. So the question is, who are we? Are we still the people of God? What did God promise to David and Solomon for us today? All right. And probably this phrase can apply to us. When you get lost, am I Chinese? Am I American? Oh, what am I here for? Right? My parents spent a lot of money for me to study here, or my parents do their effort to immigrate here and then study. What's this for? The people there are asking the same question. What's their identity? Why they need to go back to Jerusalem? They can live very well in another country, in Babylon. You see, the Jewish people, they're very successful in all over the world, right? Everywhere you go, you see Jewish people, they control the main resource. But this few remnant, they went back and got discouraged. So the book only encouraged them to look the genealogy, to look who they are. We're going to talk about this next week. And it took the main most prosperous time, David, Solomon. Okay? To look at the God's promise. When you discouraged, you need to remember God's promise. And by looking back, how God chose David, Solomon, built such glorious temple, and look at how they worship, and to inspire us, not to go back to the good old days, but move forward to carry out God's mission in our time. So that's the book about temple, about worship, about retribution. If we obey, then we'll in a good result, blessing. If we disobey, then we have trouble. So this last verse of the Hebrew Old Testament. Namala. So you see the significance. And God used King Persia. You know, such kingdom is this. Persia is a very, very powerful kingdom. Right? You look at the history. Use this foreign king to challenge Christians, challenge Jewish people. Say, come back to build the temple. Say, whoever is among you of all his people, may the Lord his God be with him. Let him go up. So today, God is challenging us. You want to go up to rebuild the temple, to restore the worship. This is the introduction for this book. The homework for you is to read those 9 chapters of genealogies. Try it. Don't fall asleep. Oh, if you can fall asleep, then it's a good time to try that. All these names, and it's, but that's very, very significant. I'll help you to go through this journey. Alright, I'm going to start to post Bible verse on this page of Facebook called Path to the Word. Okay, if you haven't joined me, please like me. Okay, you can join this page. And every day during the week, I'm going to post some verse along with this line and some devotions. So when someday you come, you already have some idea. And you know, Facebook, you can also make some comment or some question on that. Only the parent allow you to do it Facebook, okay? I'm not, if you're still young, you don't have Facebook, it's okay, alright? So this is another tool, alright? So I hope this new semester, you also have this new desire, right? This is tied into what we're going to do. We're going to build a sanctuary there, not just a physical building. We need to know what's the meaning of all this. Why we need to build a church, a sanctuary. It's like they're building the temple. The temple is not for us to play basketball to the Lord, it's to restore the worship. So, are you excited now? You looking forward to this semester? I hope you can pick up and read, right? Not just come here, listen to me talk, listen to them talk for half an hour every Sunday. When you start to read it yourself, God is going to speak to you. Even through those genealogies, God is going to speak to you. Because the Word of God, the Bible is the Word of God. Right?